Dear viewer, have you ever experienced this kind of situation where after a long day of work or school, you are tired and very hungry? There's this imagination that comes with being hungry. The imagination of the food you want to eat. You can smell it. Your mouth gets all watery at the thought of this dish. But for some reason, you don't get to eat this particular food at that time. You had to settle for some snacks or maybe a roadside jollof rice. It cures your hunger at that point. You're not hungry anymore, but you are not satisfied. That's exactly how it felt watching Gangs of Lagos. It's not a bad movie, but it's not a great movie either. It's just there. It's a decent movie at best. I have to give it to Jade. She's trying and she's very brilliant. I look forward to her movies. She's the answer to the question if Nollywood can make good action movies, and I'm a big fan. The movie starts off with our protagonist. You know what, I'm just going to skip the plot synopsis and get down to what I have to say about the movie to avoid spoilers for those that have not seen it. One problem with Jade's films is the lack of character depth. The characters do not have any connection to the audience. The audience do not have any reason to root for the characters. He worked in Brotherhood because Brotherhood is not really a character-driven story. It's just some ideas that look good on paper. What makes a character relatable or have any impact on the audience is what makes them who they are, their makeup as a human being. Money Heist had us rooting for criminals. Sometimes when characters have conflicting wants and needs, it makes them inconsistent. For example, Oba bitching about his life to Tenny is not consistent with who he is. It's out of his character. Oba is supposed to be a strong, stoic man, talks little of himself and is always focused at the job at hand. Pana was in danger the whole time, and you think a guy like Oba will waste a second to bitch and mourn about his life to a girl while his friend is in trouble. That's so unrealistic. Tenny and Oba grew up together. She should have known that she had nothing to do with the way their lives turned out, and there is nothing she can do. Him complaining is pointless. It's just one of those things that are in the movie so that the rest of the plot can happen. It's crazier that after everything, Oba is still the same person he was from the beginning of the film. Films are about change. There must be a change in between the opening image and the closing image. With all that has happened to Oba, it makes no sense if he still gets back to the same life that took almost everything from him. Nino wanted to live that life, and he tried as much as he can to influence Oba to have the same goals too. It would have been more satisfying if Oba left the country. Another thing I found very amusing was the fact that after most fight scenes, they still look fresh.
You serious?
Just a heavy punch to the face will leave you with a black eye, not to talk of the damages they took. At least a plaster on the nose or temple would have worked. John Wick still carries his bruises from one film to the next, making everything believable. Another thing is the movie props, the prop money to be exact. Who still uses old 100 naira notes today? Overall, the movie is alright. The cinematography is great. The acting is very, very fantastic. Toby is always good in his job, and this one is still very, very beautiful. I think that's the end of the video for me today. I try to always keep these videos as short as possible.